Hey friends, Merry Christmas. I didn't hear from my kids again. This is the second Christmas I haven't heard from them. Um, these are my children. Right before we moved to North Carolina, there's Jade with her cello. They're laying on the grass in our backyard. And we had like a 12, what, $9,000 hot tub in that backyard with LED lights. We actually went to a game store to pick out a video, like a game for the kids to play. Mike's like, oh, let's go over here. Look at hot tubs. Next thing I know, I'm signing my credit over to buy a $9,000 hot tub we couldn't afford. Another $1,800 to upgrade our utilities to put that hot tub in. And hot tubs aren't really good for fibromyalgia, but Mike liked it. Mineral baths are good, on the other hand. But this is Jade. These are my kids when they were little. And this is Claire, my violinist, my beautiful daughter. I'd like to talk about before we moved to North Carolina. I was a trusted wife and mother. And it's easy to take a weak, sick person, whether they have mental, physical, anything, problems, move them to another state, and just do what you did to me, Mike. I have a feeling this was in your heart for a while before we moved, which I never knew. I never knew. I'd like my children to know that I don't go along with anything that has happened since we moved out of New Mexico. It's been a really rough Christmas again. Pretty much it's a rough day. Every day without my children. These girls loved me before that trip, before that move. So, Mike, we'd like to know what exactly happened in North Carolina. Tell us. Tell us your side. I've told mine. I've told it publicly. And for some reason, you think you can hide behind North Carolina. On this side, it looks a little wrong. Honestly. It looks really bad. And I want my children to know that. We moved. And all of our friends and family knew how sick I was. That I had just gotten my cannabis card. It was finally helping me, but I was not allowed to smoke it. I got chewed out for smoking pot. Even though in New Mexico, Mike and I would talk on the back porch, and I would just tell him I couldn't stand this excruciating pain anymore from my fibro. I begged him to just let me go. And he said, you can't do that to the kids, because then the kids will, want to commit suicide too or whatever. But the truth is I was in excruciating pain. And I tried to do the best for my family by moving to North Carolina because I knew the problems Mike was having in his job. And I know the problems that he was having with his job in North Carolina, taking over a lawyer's position. I tried to help him through it, as I always have. Everything turned against me because I tried to keep everything private. How could you tell people that your husband moved you somewhere and things just weren't okay at all from the beginning, from before the move, And there's a lot of other stuff I've been talking to some other ex-officers' wives about that we really didn't talk to each other about before that move. And I'm a seeker of truth, If I did anything, go ahead and just lay it all out. Put it on Facebook, put it on the internet. But I'm not going to live without my children. And I'm not going to let you think that this is right in any way, shape, form, or matter. I was promised that I would move to North Carolina. I'd never have to work again. That we would find a cure for my fibro. When Mike already knew cannabis was the cure. That's what upsets me so much. A cousin of mine did help me out when I was in NC. It was suicidal from my pain. And Mike had to one-up him. He got on the dark web to send me a little baggie like this big of pot. And he said, oh, you should see what they can do on this. You can even hire a hitman. So it concerns me because I don't know. I did write out a will when I thought that he was coming here for my trial. But with his computer skills and his connections, once again, he had a trial going on in NC. At the same time I had one here. All I know is that my children were not hiding. Jay told me they weren't alone, so I can only imagine who they were with. The counselor, Connie. And I am going to find out. I'm going to find out who you are, just as you know who I am, you know? I'm going to clear my name as a mother, a wife, a human being. Many people entrusted me with their children, and they still do. And it's heartbreaking to me, the things that have been said about me for the past couple of years. I've thrown little things out on Facebook, but I guess it's not enough. I guess it's not enough what I did. So I tried to hold back from letting everything come out, but you know, I feel like I have to defend myself. I was not a bad mother or a bad wife. So what happened in North Carolina, Mike? You tell us. I've gone public, and I think it's time you do, and the kids do too. Honestly. Kids, say all you want. Put it on Facebook, put it on YouTube. What a terrible, horrible, evil person I am that I heard for over 2 years. Which I never heard in New Mexico. Ever. And if I was, I've asked for forgiveness. But it's not okay. It's not okay what has been done. No insurance on my car, no registration, no money for medicine. 6 months in NC, I was thrown out on my ass with threats from John and Michelle Sloan. They were paying for everything. I had no money. My health wasn't in good shape whatsoever. And all I've ever done was love my children. The rest is gone. I realize that, but I still love my children with all my heart and soul. And they will remember that. They will remember from the time I birthed them, I breastfed them, I helped them make friends, I followed their dreams with their music, with anything they wanted to do. Well, Mike was at work. And I never got invited to lunch with Mike and his friends, even girls. And then in NC, I had to find out on his Virginia trip that I wanted to go to, oh, this cute girl was like falling in the bushes drunk, throwing up. Yeah. And then I have to see on someone else's Facebook, Blair says she didn't put that picture on there, and I believe her because she's never lied to me as I've never lied to her. Where did that picture come from? I found out about the Washington move. I found out about the girlfriend. There's so many things because it's meant for me to find out. Because I'm not that bad of a person. And I'm not going to let anybody, including my children, make me feel that way anymore. Because it's a very big burden to carry. And I'm just, you know, if you want to call me, I'm here. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I'm concerned what kind of church you're going to. And how you walked in there and what you have said. All I can think in my mind is what you have told your teachers, your friends, your church, your neighbors about me, when all I ever did was speak good about all of you. And that's what hurts the most. I didn't say anything because I was told not to. I was told I'd never get spoken to again. Well, I'm going to speak now. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. It's just something I have to do, you know? I'm not sorry. Peace out.